So Anki, if you open the Ankika app, it looks really bad. Okay, but what is Anki? It's an app combining spaced repetition with flashcards. Today we'll go over spaced repetition, flashcards, hierarchy of cards, creating cards, and add-ons. If you have any questions, you can interrupt me anytime. Okay, and we'll continue after that. So before starting, let's look at this question. Obesity dash is the conversion of T4 to T3. You can think of the answer. I'll give you a few seconds. The answer is obesity increases the conversion of T4 to T3. So this was an example of the card. Uh, yeah, so spaced repetition. So spaced repetition essentially says if you learn something, say at point 1, by point 2 you've forgotten it. But say you review it again at point 3 and you repeat this process with increasing intervals or spacings, you're more likely to remember it. So again, same question. Obesity dashes the conversion of T4 to T3. Increases. Again, you were able to remember it better. So, what are flashcards? Essentially, questions and answers. So, if you look at a basic traditional flashcard, we'll have a front and we'll have a back. The front usually has the question and the back will have your answer. But now this two-side limit is tested when you approach flashcards using software and other new technologies. So Anki, before you can start making cards, you have to understand how they're organized and stored. There's a number of basic terms you'll have to acquaint yourself with, like tags, cards, decks, notes. First, we look at decks and tags. So if I give you a collection of cards, I'll call it a deck. It's like, for example, your 52 card deck, which you play, poker and stuff with. So that's a deck. If you play with more people, you can use multiple decks together. So that will become a larger deck. Now, for example, let's say I ask you to show me all your kings. Or if I ask you to show me all of the hearts in your deck, you'll show me these. So these are examples of what we call tagging. Tags are essentially ways of marking or identifying a card so that you can uh, organize them better in a more discrete fashion. Coming to cards and notes, say you're in the 11th, you're preparing for NEET, and you're reading plant growth. Sorry for the trauma. You read this line, you think, okay, important line hai, you write it down, and you're underlining the key points. So Julius von Sachs, prominent German botanist, first demonstrated hydroponics. So this now becomes your note, right? It's basically your main source of information. Now, if you make questions out of this, Dash, a prominent German botanist, demonstrated hydroponics. Julius von Sachs, a prominent Dash botanist, first demonstrated hydroponics, etc., etc. So we made these 4 questions with the note that you initially created. So these questions are your cards. So that's an example of how a single note can have multiple cards created from it. Now, I have limited it to say one fill in the blank per card, but you can have multiple. You can have up to like how many ever fill in the blanks you have. You can make every word in this a fill in the blank potentially. These questions are your cards. Now, the standard note types. So when you open up Anki for the first time, you'll see 4 standard note types. These are divided into 2 basic subcategories. You have basic, which is a traditional front and back, and you have close, which is fill in the blanks. Close, weird word, but essentially fill in the blanks. Don't need to worry about it. But these are not all. If you look at all the card types available, you have things like image occlusion, which is basically fill in the blanks, but for images. You have 10 questions, 1 answer, self explanatory, and you can have basically infinite possibilities of cards. because of how you can manipulate the code. Like obviously you need to know coding for that. Most of us don't. So we use ready-made cards and ready-made formats. So this is what my Anki setup looks like. It'll look very different from what you'll be using and what we'll be looking at today. But we can now start the actual process of making cards and understanding the software. So I'll ask you all to just open up your Anki apps on your PC and we'll begin. Take about a minute or two. Right. So I assume you opened your Ankis and this is what you're looking at. So here we have the top panel which has decks, add, browse, stats, sync. Decks essentially shows you all the decks you have in your collection. Add is for adding cards. Browse is the card browser where you can view all the cards you have and organize them. Stats will show you your statistics for a certain deck or group of decks. Sync allows you to basically back up your cards for free. And you can use multiple devices, of course. It's tedious to review your flashcards on a PC. I personally create my flashcards on the PC and then use it on my phone. So decks. Now let's say we want to add a card. So again, here you have, these are the two tabs that were created. You have the type of card you're creating, the deck. Right now we're going for default. Fields, this is a bit complex. This is essentially your uh, the places that you're going to fill up. Cards, again, it'll show you the different number of cards you can create. Now let's make a question. Let's make a basic question first. Say, now for basic, there's a best practice where you usually ask yourself like a definition or something, where it's a long answer question. Like not a long answer question, but you know what I mean. It's more than a fill in the blank. So say define homeostasis. You can write down the answer for this at the back. So homeostasis is the maintenance of nearly constant conditions in the internal environment. So this is your card. This is your note technically, but since it's only a front back, it becomes a single card. Now, if you look at the bottom here, you have a space for tags. Best practice to always tag your cards. You don't want to organize your cards into decks in such a way that each deck is named according to the unit you're studying or the subject you're studying. Decks are more likely made for, say first MBBS or second MBBS or NEET. So let's tag this. So physiology. And now we'll put in two colons. Colons basically indicate a subcategory or in this case a subtag. So physiology and now general physiology. Now you've seen that I'm not putting a space between general and physiology because that would create two different tags. Space basically breaks up your tags into multiple tags. Right. So this is your card. Now you can add it by pressing the add button, or you can use a keyboard shortcut. On Windows PCs, it'll be Control Enter. On Macs, it's Command Enter. So the card has been added. Now let's look at close. Select close, and again, different question. Say parturition is a process based on oxytocin positive feedback mechanisms. So now you want to make this a fill in the blank. So say oxytocin. You want to make oxytocin a blank. So you can either press this button here, the two brackets with the three dots in it. This will create oxytocin as one card. The C1 indicates card 1. Now if I want to make feedback as well, I can press the same button. Alternatively, keyboard shortcut, you can do Command Shift C or Control Shift C. Now these are on two different cards. But what if I want to put them on the same card? Then I just rename this C2 to C1. But then you say, when I get the question, what will it look like? So let's say, for example, this card now. This is what the card is going to look like. So on a dash feedback mechanisms. So the question doesn't really make sense. So what you can do is over here, you can change this just oxytocin. You can add two colons again and say hormone. And after positive, you can say positive/negative. This is basically a hint that will show you what you need to fill up in the card. See, hormone and positive or negative. So parturition is a process based on hormone oxytocin. Positive or negative, positive feedback mechanisms. That will be what your answer looks like. So we went over close cards and basic cards. You have to note that the tag field doesn't empty out. This is to make your job less tedious when you're making cards in bulk. Right, so we've made cards. Now if you notice, they've been placed into the default deck. So you can see there are two new cards in the default deck. Now we want to organize it better, so we're going to create a new deck. You can do that. Wait, I don't actually know how to do that. Huh. So we can do that by just looking at our default deck, selecting all our cards, change deck, and adding a deck here. So say we want to call it not first MBBS. So that's first MBBS. Alternatively, I think you can create decks here, somewhere up here. Anyways, so we've created a deck called first MBBS. We have two cards in it. You can move the cards around again by coming here. You can look at your whole collection, select a card. You can select one by just tapping on it. You can select multiple by doing Command A, that will select all. Alternatively, you have Control A. When you right click it, you get multiple options. The main ones are change deck, suspend, toggle suspend. You can flag these cards, like if you have a doubt in a certain card, you can red flag it or blue flag it, green, orange. You can add tags from here, remove tags, clear unused tags. Toggle mark is just like, it's just going to mark the card in a different highlight. Now the main one is suspend. So in the case that you've downloaded a deck from the internet and you haven't covered everything in that deck, let's delete these cards for now. Again, right click and delete. Say I've downloaded a deck. I had asked you to download a certain deck to add. So I've kept mine on my desktop. You can see it here. I can either double tap it to import. It will show me this. Notes found in the file 3481 notes added. It's added all of the notes. So I open up Anki again. You can see I've inserted NEET Biology, 20 new cards. If I look at my browser, it looks really bad now. You have multiple cards here. Now see, in the due column, you see that they're all new cards, right? But this also means that none of them are suspended. Now, if you look at this tag hierarchy on the left. See, on the top you have your decks. After that you have card types. After that it's all tags. Now these tags look really bad. That's because we don't have a certain add-on that will organize these into a hierarchy. And you can see all these colons here. So again, coming back to neat biology, we haven't covered everything. So we're going to select all by pressing Command A, and then we're going to right click and suspend. So now all the cards are suspended. If I come here, it's going to show me no new cards in my neat biology deck. But say now you finished off the first chapter, you finished off biological classification, and you want to open up all the diagrams. So you come to this tag, neat biology diagrams, the first one, select all your cards, right click, and you unsuspend them. Now if you see it here again, it'll show you 20 new cards. You can try it out yourself. It'll show you this. So D. So this is Paramecium. Here this will be the neck, or I don't know, this is the some part, sheath. So this is image occlusion. These cards are image occlusion. Right. So we've gone over importing cards now. You can also alternatively import by pressing file import. On Windows, you'll see it under, yeah, it'll be under file only. You can go import and you can select the .apkg file and it'll import it into your collection. Now to make this area more organized, we'll be downloading an add-on. So say I search Anki add-ons. There's a website here, ankiweb.net, shared add-ons. You want to search for something called hierarchical tags. Hierarchical tags 2. So we open it up. And this is what it does. If you look at this image here, it essentially converts your tags into subtags. So to download it, you come to the bottom. There's a little numerical code here. Copy it. Open up Anki again. Come here to Tools, Add-ons. Get add-ons. You paste the code here. It will download and will tell you to restart Anki to apply the changes. So quit. Open it again. If you open the browser again, you'll see that it cleared up everything. There's neat biology now. You can press the arrow. It'll show you the subcategories. Unit 1, Unit 2, everything is organized perfectly. Okay, so that was suspending cards, importing cards, getting add-ons. Now we'll also download one more add-on called image occlusion. It'll basically allow you to make those image occlusion cards. So image occlusion enhanced. Say this one. Some of them you can download by downloading a file, but most of them over here will have a numerical code. There's a shortcut, Command Shift A, which will show you add-ons. You can also go back to the original process, get add-ons, paste, installed successfully, restart Anki to show changes. So you'll see nothing has changed honestly. But if you want to add a card now, you'll see there's an option for image occlusion enhanced here. So how do you make a card? You'll see a number of fields here. You do not have to mess around with them. It's very basic, don't worry. Get an image. Say virus diagram. Let's take this one. So we copy image, paste it here. right click it, occlude image. Occlude basically means block. So you can use that here. So it opens up this page. You can pan around with your scroll. You can go up and down with scroll up, scroll down, right to left with shift, scroll up, down. That will be more useful if you have a external mouse. Okay, now on the left side, you can see a number of options. The main options here are the arrow and the rectangle. So arrow is basically if you want to just select stuff. Rectangle is for occluding images. So this is a label diagram and we want to block out some labeling so that we can practice it. So I've selected the rectangle and we can go across this. Another one, another one, another, the last one. Okay, now important before you add the cards, you go to fields and make sure that you have your tags in place. Now when you're making the cards, you have two options here. Hide all, guess one, where it'll show you all these blanks, but it'll highlight one and you'll have to answer that one. Alternatively, hide one, guess one. It'll show you only one blank, you have to answer just that. So for this one, say hide one, guess one. And then you can just simply close that. It's added the cards to your collection and they'll be visible here. I can organize this according to when I created it. So these are the latest. These are the 5 cards we added. You can preview them. This is what the card will look like. So what is this? So you look at this and then envelope protein. That is image occlusion as well. Now what do we have left? So now navigating around the browser. If I just close this and open up the browser again, you'll see that there's a search bar here. You have filters that you can add. Search, preview. And the left side, of course, we already went over this. Whole collection, your decks, types of cards, and tags. Now, if you want to search for a certain card, say you want to search for cards which have insulin in them. So you search insulin. It's basic, it's like a Google search. If the word is present within the card, it'll show up. But let's say you want to search by certain tags. So you can come down here, you can come and select the tag. So see the nomenclature, it shows you tag, colon, and the name of the tag. If I want to search, say, a certain deck, then again, I can either go for typing it in manually or I can select the deck here, like first MBBS. So it'll show up as deck first MBBS. Need biology. Here there's inverted commas because there's a spacing between NEET and biology. You can search multiple tags as well in case you've tagged them like that. So let's look at one of these diagrams. If you have this, it's under 2 tags. It's under NEET biology diagrams and NEET biology diagrams subcategory 21 ecology. So you can search it with either. I already showed you how to change decks and suspending and unsuspending. The most important part when you're using ready-made decks is suspension and unsuspension. So again, NEET biology, select all. If there's a bracket around piece due, it's going to mean it's suspended. You finished off unit 1, you can select all the cards and unsuspend them and they'll come into your active deck. Suspension basically means it takes it out of your active deck so that you don't have to view cards that you're not prepared for. Few more things you should know. There are something called options here. If you come to decks, settings, options, you can create your own option groups, basically the pre-made settings. So this is the default. If I don't want to mess around with the default, I'll just add another one, call it random. You don't want to mess around with steps. You can mess around with order, because if you're studying like medicine, you don't want your cards to be in the order that you made them, because you'll have made 30 cards of the same topic. So you know all the answers because they were present in the previous card. So you want to show new cards in random order. You can select how many new cards you want per day. Ideal is about 25, but I'm using 30. Mm, don't mess with these settings either. Ease is basically how Anki deals with your spacing. So if you start off with an ease of 250, then it'll show you the card again the next day. Then if you say that the card was hard, then it'll decrease the ease so that you'll get it in a shorter span of time. Reviews. Maximum reviews per day, they've capped it at 200. I would say make it 999 because that's the maximum you can go to. Which basically means that it will not limit the number of review cards it'll add per day. The rest of it you can keep the same. Yeah, the rest of it is normal stuff that you shouldn't mess around with. Those decks, add, browse, stats. Stats will be now. I can't show you many stats in this because obviously I've created a new deck for all. But you can see the card count. You have 268 cards which are unsuspended, but 4063 cards which are suspended. There's no data because this is a new setup that I've made to demonstrate. So you won't see anything here. Yeah, so that's about it. That's Anki.